And he went outside with the ball and really didn't ever come back in.
He's one of the hardest workers. He's a vocal leader, great kid.
He's one that will give you 110%, and if he can't give you that, he'll be upset and frustrated.
This game was the first game I was able to go to. It was the first year post-COVID, and so I was super excited to see him play, to see the other parents, the other athletes out on the court.
It was early in the game, it was the first few minutes, and I was running back on defense, and a guy drove baseline, and I went to contest it, and when I came down, my leg just broke.
His leg was like at a 45-degree angle at the shin. I just kneeled next to him and he said, "Coach, I think it broke my leg." I'm like, "Yeah, it's definitely broke."
I just remember getting down and laying on the court with him, and he acted like everything was fine, but everyone in the gym that day knew that it was a bad injury.
By the time we were called by the emergency department, we'd already looked at the imaging and found out he broke his tibia and fibula. Typically in his age group, it's recommended to perform surgery for these so patients can start walking sooner.
He was in a lot of pain after the surgery, oddly not with his leg, but from the trauma all the way from his ankle up to his shoulder. But once we got through that initial phase, Quin just took each day as it came.
These injuries typically take 6 to 8 weeks to start to heal well and for patients to start recovering well, but they can take as long as 6 to 8 months. A lot of this depends on the injury itself and the soft tissues that were injured, but I think the biggest factor is probably the patient's motivation and drive to get back to where they were.
Unfortunately, Quin had a couple of complications with his recovery and had 2 additional surgeries. So after Quin's 3rd surgery, he remained committed to his recovery. He dove right back into physical therapy, into working with his trainers at the school.
His attitude was positive. He wanted to get back. He wanted to be with the team. It was a long process, but once he finally got on the court, it was a celebration.
But I wasn't expecting Quin to get back on the court right away. But I just remember being so proud of him.
It was a good moment. He was able to score a basket, and he was back. You could tell he was back to his full self.
I would say I was able to have a positive attitude about everything just because of the people and support structure around me.
Going forward, there's no limitations whatsoever for Quin. I hope he continues to excel in sports and life and continues to do fantastic.
Quin is absolutely going to be successful in the future. He's got a great personality. He's got leadership. He's shown that from the big setback that he had and multiple setbacks throughout. Having that positive attitude and working hard to get to where he is now.
I'm incredibly proud of Quin. Nothing seems to get in his way. He handled his recovery like he tackles any other challenge or any other opportunity. Quin doesn't say much, Quin just does much.